There are places tucked away from sun, wind, and rain, where the homes are long abandoned, but spirits still remain. They say that when the moon is full and the wind lies calm, you can sense the presence of a people now a long time gone. I've seen the art that someone packed into the varnished rock, found broken shards of painted bowls and plates and maybe pots. I've peered through windows into rooms where children played and stood outside the kivas where they say the people prayed. I don't know.
My name is Rodney Sauter. I have the privilege of being the Chief of Interpretation here at your Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument. This area was set aside in 1907 by presidential proclamation to preserve the Gila Cliff Dwellings, structures that were built by people who are ancestors of modern-day Puebloan people over 700 years ago. People lived in these structures from about the late 1270s up until about 1300 and then moved on. This is a place that resonates with the deep history of American Indian culture and in particular Puebloan culture here in the southwestern United States. Here at Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument, we have the opportunity to actually enter the village that was built over 700 years ago. And as we enter here into Cave 3, you really get a sense of why this would be an advantageous place for people to build their homes. Here we just stepped out of the bright, sunny New Mexican sky into a nice, cool, shaded cave. And in the wintertime, with the sun at a lower angle, it would have warmed these caves. So a great place to build a village.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cynthia Ann Bettison, and I'm the director of Western New Mexico University Museum. So we're here at the University Museum in Silver City, New Mexico, on the campus of the university. At the University Museum, you will find Mimbres pottery, which is what we really have an incredible collection of. And we also have pottery from other prehistoric cultures, as well as the history of the university, how it formed. It's 119 years old this year. And we have a variety of other historic collections and photographic collections.
Hi, my name is Tracy Spikes, and the director here at the Silver City Museum, and I'd like to welcome you as we go in and visit the museum.
Here we are in the parlor of the H.B. Ellman House. The Silver City Museum is located within a historic structure. This house was built in 1881 by H.B. Ellman. We had come here early on around the 1870s and was a part of the original folks that were coming from the eastern United States into this area and discovered silver out in the Georgetown area and became very wealthy very fast. And with that wealth from the mines, he also began a banking business and then, of course, built this house as well. Well, here we are in the flood season, how Silver City's Main Street became the big ditch. When you come to Silver City and you go downtown, just a little bit beyond Bullard Street, you'll see what used to be Main Street, Silver City, but back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, torrential rains came down and carved this huge ditch throughout that downtown section, and what became downtown or Main Street had to be changed to what is now Bullard Street. So when you go down there, it's all, now we've turned lemons into lemonade and made a park out of it. So it's a very good spot to begin your tour of Silver City, is to go down to the big ditch.
Welcome to Fort Bayard, National Historic Landmark. This is the site of the Buffalo Soldiers from the 9th, the 10th, the 24th Cavalry. Statue of Clinton Greaves, but it really honors all of the Buffalo Soldiers who were at Fort Bayard. Established in 1866 to protect the miners, the settlers from the Apache Indians. This also then became a hospital for tuberculosis in 1900.
I'm Nick Seibel, and I'm the Silver City Main Street Project Manager. And we're sitting in the 1923 Silko Theater. It was built in 1923 as part of the Masonic Temple, originally called the Liberty Theater, because after World War I, everything was Liberty something. And got renamed the Silko a few years later. And it is downtown's oldest theater of our 3 existing historic theaters. And yeah, it's one of Main Street's big projects. Before I get into that, I should probably talk a little bit about what Main Street is. It's actually a program that began out of the National Trust for Historic Preservation back in the late 1970s, early 1980s. We've actually been using the Main Street approach here in Silver City since 1985. So this year, that makes it 27 years that Silver City's been a Main Street program. One of the first 5 in the state, and the only one that actually has been continuously operating for 27 years. And you know, you look at downtown today, everything from the sidewalks to the street lights to the Big Ditch Park to the paint jobs on a number of the buildings, Main Street's really kind of touched everything that you see. That brings us to the theater. This is our current project. The town's actually going to acquire this building, and it's the first step in our theater district plan. That's a planned public-private partnership that will reuse all 3 of our historic downtown theaters. But when you're downtown Silver City with the high sidewalks, with the historic theaters, with the county courthouse, with the unique, quirky mix of things that we have here, you know that you're in Silver City. This is who we are.